When you have got a problem and you're feeling really low, who would you talk to? Your best friend, a family member, a work colleague, or no one? Well, today is the mental health charity Mind's Time to Talk Day, when we're all encouraged to talk about our mental health. So is it always best to speak up, or would you worry about being judged?
I think it's really important to speak up and to try and find anybody that there is around you that can maybe counsel you through. But for me personally, when I had Zachary, I definitely suffered from postnatal depression, but I didn't know that I was suffering from it, so I wouldn't have known to even ask anybody for help because I didn't know what was happening to me. I just felt really low.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I could relate to my child, which I found really difficult to comprehend because I thought immediately I'd just be in love. And I just found really small things a really big deal, which in hindsight feels silly. For example, I remember making toast and burning it and feeling like the most terrible person and mother in the world because I couldn't even make a bit of toast. It sounds really silly, but those things really overwhelmed me and just made me feel like a terrible mother. But I didn't know that I was going through any kind of depression until my mum.
That's the problem with mental illness. If your leg is hanging off and you've broken it, you know pretty clearly you have a broken leg.
Yeah.
But if something is wrong inside your mind, you don't necessarily, especially you as a person don't necessarily know what the problem is. You might not even notice that you're acting differently or strangely. All you know is you're not quite feeling right.
That's exactly it. And then that's when I asked the question, how do you ask for help if you don't know what's happening? I was lucky enough to have my parents around me and my mum who noticed it in me pretty much from the get-go that what I was going through. I think she'd suffered from similar things as she was going through life. And she managed to help me and counsel me and get me through it. But if you don't have people around you like that, how do you diagnose, or how do you even know when to go and ask for help or speak to somebody?
Well, this is something we mentioned that obviously our lovely loose men, we've got Ed Balls and Rob Rinder, they got involved with this. And lots of high-profile people also got behind this initiative. Let's take a look at Ed and Rob.
There's still a stigma in our society to say that you are depressed or that you're worried about your kind of inner mental life, but maybe what a conversation can do is give you the confidence to start to let it hang out, to come out with it. But I think you have to give people time.
So men, I think, better at doing that, and to listen and to hear.
But you can't do that unless you start the conversation.
Sure.
That's what you've got to do.
So talk, more talk.
Talk.
It could be a text, a face-to-face conversation, or a group chat.
Every conversation means more people are reached and more lives are changed.
Such an important message, don't you
I don't think
Janet?
I agree, and I don't think we realise how many people don't talk to someone. The mental health charity Mind and the other one, Rethink Mental Illness, just conducted a survey and found out that 2/3 of the people who responded to the survey have been negatively treated as a result of their mental health issues. And I think that sometimes the best thing to do is to find, like Stacey found, someone close to you and someone you trust. I mean, I agree that's not always very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I have been for counselling a couple of times, and also I'm not someone who needs to talk things out. I kind of do self-analysis, but I accept that I'm the rare. I'm not telling everyone at home that that's normal, or, you know, I can deal with my problems my way, but I have sought advice, and as a result of that, I'm able to look at myself quite dispassionately, but most people probably wouldn't be in that position.
And I think as well, part of the problem is we're frightened of being judged, and this is adults in the workplace, but I think it can go as far as children as well. Prince Harry and Prince William have spoken about, obviously, the loss of their mother, Princess Diana, and Prince Harry has said that he regrets not opening up sooner about how the death of his mother affected him. He was a child suffering loss, but surely one of the things that must have held him back perhaps from speaking out was the fear of being judged. So it doesn't even matter what age group you're in, whether you're elderly and feel like you're suffering from a mental health issue, right the way down to a child, right the way down to a new mother. Anybody can be affected.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.